We all make mistakes and cause harm to ourselves and to others, whether intentionally or unintentionally. The weight of guilt, shame, and self-blame for these past actions can be a heavy burden to carry. In this mindful meditation, we'll begin the process of releasing the blame, the guilt, and shame, making space for healing, growth, and new beginnings to emerge. Join me on this journey of self-forgiveness, a courageous act of self-love that can free us from the shadows of the past and allow our unique golden light to shine through. Welcome to Healing Heart Meditation. I'm Bernie Gordon. As you settle into a comfortable position, I invite you to close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in. And out. With each breath, allow yourself to relax more and more. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. In and out. In and out. And as you continue breathing slowly and deeply, bring your awareness to your body, beginning at your feet and toes, and then into your ankles and lower legs. Notice any sensations there. And as you exhale, allow any tension to melt away. Releasing and unwinding as you sink deeper into comfort. Shift your awareness through your knees, your thighs, hips, and pelvis. Feel the heaviness of your lower body as it relaxes completely. All tension draining away, allowing your belly to soften with each soothing breath. Letting that wonderful feeling of relaxation flow into your back, chest, and shoulders. Feeling your rib cage expand and relax with each easy breath. Growing a sense of peace and calm. Down your arms to your hands and fingers. Feeling heavy and relaxed. Allow your neck to release, your jaw to soften, your brow becoming smooth and serene. Letting go completely as you drift with this deep, peaceful feeling. And as you rest in this peaceful state, I invite you to imagine that you have a beautiful, intricately designed ceramic pot. This pot represents you, your mind, body, and spirit. You've had this pot for your entire life, and it holds a lot of meaning and memories for you. It is the sum of all your experiences, both joyful and painful. As you journey through life, there are times when events may strike your pot with great force, leaving it chipped, cracked, or even shattered. These blows represent the mistakes you regret, where you perhaps failed to live up to your own high standards, and the shame and guilt that burden you as a result. Perhaps there was a time when you spoke harsh words in anger, damaging a precious relationship. The guilt over what you said may weigh heavily, like a deep crack in your pot. Or maybe there was a moment of betrayal where you broke a sacred trust. The shame you feel is like a chunk of ceramic that has broken off, leaving a gaping hole. It could be a series of smaller missteps and failings that have accumulated over time, like tiny cracks spreading across the surface of your pot, each one a reminder of the ways you feel you have fallen short. These breaks and imperfections in your pot are painful. You may feel like your pot, your sense of self is ruined, worthless, beyond repair. The sharp edges of the broken pieces cut into you, just as the sting of guilt and self-recrimination cuts into your heart. Perhaps one day there may even have been an extraordinarily painful event that fills you with guilt and shame. This incident was like a heavy blow to your pot, and it shatters into many pieces on the floor. You may feel devastated at first. This pot represented your sense of wholeness, and you feel like your life is now in broken shards, much like the pot. As you look at the shards scattered before you, you feel broken and worthless. The guilt weighs heavily on you, and your inner critic berates you mercilessly, perhaps saying things like, "How could you say or do those awful things? What kind of terrible person are you? You've ruined everything. You're beyond repair." The shame and self-loathing may feel overwhelming, as if the broken pieces mock your weakness and unworthiness. But as you gaze at your broken pot, you have a choice. You could hide the flaws, ignore the pain, and pretend the pot was never broken. Or you could choose to pick up the pieces and put them back together, one by one, in a new way. decide to repair your pot using the art of kintsugi. In this Japanese tradition, broken pottery is not discarded in shame or seen as worthless. In this technique, artisans mend broken ceramics with gold, silver, or platinum lacquer. The breaks are not hidden or disguised, but illuminated and honored. The repaired item is considered even more beautiful and precious than before. For having been broken, its history and resilience are celebrated. As you begin the process of kintsugi on your pot, you realize that this is a metaphor for self-forgiveness. Each broken piece you pick up represents a mistake, a regret, a source of shame. Each piece you pick up and examine contains inflicted hurt and pain. The sharp edges are the sting of self-blame and criticism. But the first step to repair the vessel is to acknowledge and accept what happened without judgment. Yes, you made a mistake. Yes, you hurt someone you care about. These are the realities, and you can't change the past. But you can choose what you do with the present. So you begin to gather the shards of yourself with patience and care, and to apply the gold lacquer of self-forgiveness. You allow the pain of the guilt and shame to be present without getting lost in it. You hold it gently, knowing it's a sign of your conscience and your humanity. The fact that you feel guilty shows that you have empathy, that you care about your impact on others. The shame is a reminder of your values and your standards. These feelings are uncomfortable, but they serve a purpose. The process is slow and deliberate. It requires patience and care. Some of the pieces, some of the mistakes, are larger and more painful than others. The betrayal, the harsh words, the moments of weakness. These require more gold, more self-compassion to mend. But as you work, carefully placing the pieces back together, sealing them with the gold lacquer, you begin to see your pot transforming. You begin to see your pot, yourself, in a new light. The shimmering veins of gold are now running through the pot and are testament to your humanity, your vulnerability, and your resilience. Your flaws and imperfections are not something to hide or discard. They are an integral part of your story, your journey. The pot would not be the same without them. The breaks have transformed it from a plain, common pot into a one-of-a-kind work of art. As you turn the repaired pot in your hands, you see that it is not the same as it was before. It has been transformed by the breaking and subsequent repair. The same is true for you. Self-forgiveness allows you to put the pieces of yourself back together in a new configuration, one that highlights your unique beauty and strength. You're not trying to go back to who you were before the mistake. You're moving forward as a changed person, one who has learned and grown through the process of falling apart and putting yourself back together. The golden seams in your pot are like the wisdom, compassion, and grace you've extended to yourself in the process of healing. They're a reminder that your worth is not diminished by your mistakes. Rather, your worth is enhanced by your willingness to own, learn from, and integrate them. Just like the art of kintsugi, self-forgiveness is a slow and deliberate process. It requires patience, care, and a willingness to see beauty in the broken. But as you continue this practice, you will find that you are crafting a masterpiece, a healed and whole self, shining with the golden light of resilience, self-acceptance, and grace. Your broken pieces fused back together with forgiveness and love make you the exquisite, one-of-a-kind person you are meant to be. The pain of guilt and shame, when approached with compassion and wisdom, can be the very catalyst for profound growth and transformation. By embracing your imperfections and honoring your journey, you open up the door to a deeper, richer experience of life. Like the celebrated pottery of kintsugi, you are not diminished by your scars, but made more beautiful, valuable, and whole because of them. Now, as this meditation is drawing to a close, and you turn the repaired pot in your hands and see that it was not the same as before, you can feel a sense of peace and acceptance. The pain of your guilt and shame has been alchemized into self-love and understanding. You see now that you are a work of art, unique and precious, crafted by the joys and sorrows of your life's journey. And as you continue to rest in this peaceful state, absorbing the wisdom of the kintsugi pot, know that you can return to this feeling of self-forgiveness and acceptance anytime you need to. The golden light of resilience and grace is always within you, ready to shine through the cracks and illuminate your unique beauty. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 5, and you can begin to reorientate yourself to the room and return to full awareness, feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and at peace with yourself. The insights and self-compassion that you experienced will remain with you, growing stronger each day. 1. Slowly start to bring your awareness back to the present moment. 2. Becoming aware of your surroundings as you orientate yourself. 3. Feeling energy and alertness flowing through your mind and body. 4. Opening your eyes and take in your surroundings. And 5. And now fully present, feeling positive, empowered, and at peace with yourself. Take a moment to ground yourself, and when you feel ready, continue with the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me on this mindful meditation. Until next time, may you carry the light of self-acceptance with you. The best healing can be obtained by listening to this meditation every day for a week, and then as often as necessary. If you have any other burning issues you'd like to meditate on, please let us know in the comments section, and we'll do our best to help as soon as we can. Or perhaps we've already addressed your issue in the playlist. If you've enjoyed this meditation and think others can benefit too, please share, and you can help the algorithm too by liking and subscribing.